welcome back. And don't know if you continue our request. I just thought we have some these 10 to 35. Why don't we start video with this one? Let's go. Okay. And of course, hey, yeah, I don't get nothing. Anyways, okay, we continue the quest. Yeah. So that's I need to go. Okay, now we're going to continue the quest. Okay, we continue it, and I still don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, so what my story is? I don't know.
No, right. Monsters! Watch out!
That is pretty good.
Not again! I lost count of how many times we run into them. Be careful.
Yeah.
What the? Watch it! What the?
Backup is here.
What the?
That's not even what I'm saying. Okay, time is we have put Amazon to story. So how are you doing? Like, what is this place? Like the star. We're going to do the star.
You wanna fight? Let's go!
Backup is here.
One thing about the Trevor can do side reaction here. That's pretty good. That's another complaint we cannot have about the stellar please challenge the
Monsters ahead of us. The black mist behind us. Feels like there's no escape.
Okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I would say it's pretty good.
Are you hurt, Coolish?
No, I'm fine. It's just... Suddenly I don't want to walk any further.
I get you. In fact, I reached my limit a long time ago.
They give up.
Sometimes it feels like there's hope where there shouldn't be.
Yeah. The hope that the star gives us is the only thing keeping us going.
Just
But I'm not sure it's real at all. It may just be a collective illusion.
what is what you know? I just tried to survive it.
Otherwise, why would it always be out of reach?
Are you really going to give up this? You know, like this? I actually feel like it's really getting closer.
We know you mean well, but you're only saying that to try and encourage us to keep going, aren't you?
Thank you, friend.
Oh.
But enough is enough.
You can't say people doing what we say.
Please don't give me any more false hope.
Okay.
Hope is poison in this place.
Okay, now this line is pretty good. Hope is poison.
You're going to continue, aren't you?
Yeah.
I admire that.
Yeah.
I've given up, but I wish you the best. May there come a day that you catch up to the star and leave this godforsaken place.
What is this? You know, getting so confused, but it's also making me sad. Like we are given it, and we are not. It's there.
It's not an illusion. We really are getting closer to the star.
The star.
Congratulations. You are the first person to make it here.
I actually made it. But how did she get here? Suppose I get to the star, the most famous
I'm the star's envoy.
envoy. Angel?
The black mist has stopped rising. Its hunger is satisfied for now, having devoured your two companions.
Wait. Are we doing some sacrifice thing like we're doing sacrifice of people to save others? Like, there is something
This is a good opportunity. I'll let you get some rest before we continue.
Are you going to leave?
Hmm? What do you mean, leave? The star represents the starting point. It's
Okay,
the waypoint for the beginning.
the waypoint. The teleport to waypoints. What?
Congratulations on reaching the starting point. Once you are ready, we will head out and walk upwards. I will be right by your side the whole way.
So everything I get. One, two, get here. Just the journey behind it begin.
Huh? What's wrong? Hey, don't give up before the journey's even begun.
What is going on? Journey even began. I think we haven't given yet, right? Did you end the journey?
Rampana! Rampana!
Is that it?
Is that Vodyanitsa's voice? What happened?
Coolish, wake up!
Yeah,
Please,
yeah.
wake up!
A dream about sleeping which began as due to other days not playing out the same thing. No one can sleep quality. I will get on to people in the corner of the gate. Without you already know what is happening. Someone told you in advance. Wow! See. Okay,
The situation is identical to that of the 2 casualties yesterday. We cannot ascertain the cause of death.
At least there are some elements that we can rule out this time. They slept on the stage with everyone else. So I suppose the surrounding environment can't be a relevant variable.
Rampana. Coolish.
Weren't some of us keeping watch last night? 3 of us, in fact. How could you not notice something was wrong?
I'm as confused as you are. Certainly nothing unusual happened on my watch.
Likewise, and from what I've observed so far, both Miss Odette and the Traveler can be trusted.
I have no reason to such praise.
To be honest, I didn't get a wink of sleep last night. I couldn't help but think I was the target. So I just laid there with my eyes closed. I heard the Traveler and Lelik chatting, but otherwise I don't recall hearing any commotion during the night.
Me too. I didn't want to wake everyone up, so I was concentrating hard, trying not to cough.
Oh, yeah, man.
I hardly slept at all. If anything had happened, I'm sure I would have noticed.
I have been
Then-
long.
What could possibly be causing this? Once was bad enough. I can't believe it happened again.
What's going
I
on?
worked closely with Rampana and Coolish for so long. I never imagined that one day they'd... And on the stage of all places...
Let's continue.
Vodyanitsa...
4 victims in just 2 days. And we still don't have a single lead. I need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible. And above all, keep Tonya safe. I'd never be able to look Child in the eye again otherwise.
Yeah.
Still snowing?
Yes, I just checked. Still no sign of anyone outside either. So we only have ourselves to rely on.
If you ask me, this killer can clearly strike whenever they please. The Night Watch was a useless endeavor from the start. Lelik must be an expert in poisoning. Clearly she used some poison that can't be detected on the corpse.
Here we go again.
What was he doing? No. But what about him? That could also be a
Listen, I was already thinking to myself last night, was Lelik's reason for revealing her identity the real story? Well, now I have my answer. It most certainly was not. She's been playing us for fools. You get off on this, don't you? Revealing your identity, only to carry on with your killing spree?
That's a hideous thought. One that only a hideous mind like yours could dream up.
How dare you?
That's enough! Yesterday, you named Lelik as a suspect because the victims were both wealthy merchants. Lelik might have had a motive then, but today's victims were just ordinary people. Not to mention that they were colleagues of Odette and mine. What reason would she have to murder them? Let me guess. Just to scare you?
Okay, that's for me.
Who knows? Maybe you don't know her as well as you think.
Because I was remembering this I need to keep my voice on.
I implore you all to ask yourselves, how many people are there really in this world that have what it takes to kill another person? Not many, I'd wager.
In Teva, there are many people. I'm really going to question that.
Lelik is well known to be a ruthless operator, and now she has revealed her identity. How could it be any more obvious?
Everything you said so far is still just conjecture, which doesn't constitute a concrete lead. You need to back up your claims with some evidence.
How can you defend her, officer? What did she say to you while you were on night watch? Maybe I shouldn't be so surprised. You military types are always colluding with criminals to target the rich. All so you can get your grubby paws on our hard-earned fortunes, then tell us to fall in line. The Fatui, the Druzhna, and the Rokot. Thugs, the lot of you.
Yeah, you want to punch it.
Don't you dare.
Sir, but you were the one who told us not to stop other people from expressing their opinions yesterday.
Oh.
4 people have already died. Only yesterday I was chatting with Mr. Coolish. Then we woke up in the morning and he's...
Don't you dare punch him.
Turning against one another is the last thing we should be doing right now.
Little girl.
Even if Mr. Chuganov is a puffed-up, pig-headed windbag who doesn't have a clue what he's talking about, he's still one of the victims here, isn't he?
I love that.
Quite. I had no intention of resorting to violence. But you're right, Miss Tonia. I ought not prevent him from speaking his mind. In any case, I believe Mr. Chuganov has calmed down a little now. We may resume our discussion.
I don't think there's any need for that. What is there to discuss? Nothing about this situation is normal.
Yeah.
Did you have an idea, Mitya? You're the brainiac here, right?
Yeah.
Come on, clue us in.
I've been mulling something over. All the leads we have so far concern things from outside the theater. Miss Odette's alter ego, the threats Mr. Chuganov received, but then there's the 2 double murder crime scenes themselves, which have given us absolutely nothing to go on whatsoever. That's highly unusual. Even with the most careful killers, there's always some evidence left behind.
So what are you suggesting?
I think this could be a supernatural event. It isn't characteristic of human-on-human homicide at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you supposed to be a scientist? That doesn't sound like a conclusion someone like you is supposed to make.
You live in a fucking god live. I think that's the same question the supernatural is normal thing. You and I would go figure that.
I got into scientific research because of my insatiable curiosity. But if the present situation defies all known scientific explanations, I don't mind shifting my curiosity toward the paranormal instead.
Now that you mention it, I remember when I first came to the theater. I heard rumors about this place being haunted.
What?
Haunted? Yeah, I think I heard the same thing. But I mean, they're only rumors, right? We've worked here for years. Surely we would have noticed any spooky goings-on by now.
Well, this is taking an unexpected turn. A haunted theater? If Paimon were here, she'd probably be hiding behind me in fear right now.
Why don't we take this opportunity to look for clues again with a more open mind? Maybe a different perspective will help us see something different.
So what? The next victim I think is going to be these 2, and then there's over this can be.
Very well. Whether it's criminals or ghosts we're looking for, the same rules apply. Everyone needs to tread carefully. I'll move the bodies into the same room.
This guy is not so weird. Like I don't know, he's weird. Amazing. But yeah, guys. Yeah. No way. Imagine it's but that would be a good plot twist. That I never came in this place.
I need to think very hard about whether there's anything that ever needed hiding. After all these years, there must be some things even I've forgotten about.
Valeri, come take a look at this. You too, traveler.
Some sort of notebook. What is it for?
It's the on-duty logbook for the theater. Kulish was the main person to use it.
Let's continue.
He mostly used it to record any unusual incidents during a show, audience numbers, exit times, and so on.
The interest for coming in. I think you're cool.
Yes, he'd always have this logbook with him when he checked tickets at the entrance.
This should confirm a lot of key details about the recent show. So, you find anything unusual?
Yes. The number of people. I've checked and double-checked, but the numbers just don't match what's recorded in the logbook. Apparently, we have an extra person among us.
Are we certain that logbook is accurate? Could someone have sneaked in without buying a ticket or something?
Unlikely. Kulish took his duties very seriously. I've rarely seen any errors in his work. Not to mention that this was a dress rehearsal, meaning smaller audience numbers and tighter ticket restrictions than usual. Everything would have been well within his control.
So what do we do with it?
We no longer have our tickets with us, do we? They got collected on entry. I assume there's no way we can check them again.
Unfortunately not. The theater recycles tickets. Once people are in the door, they don't tend to leave until the show ends. So we collect the tickets at the point of entry. Still, I'm inclined to believe that this discrepancy in the head count is significant somehow.
Did an extra person just materialize out of thin air?
I think it's tiny, but Charles' sister. I think, yeah. I gotta feel like it's weird. We're definitely some different. What the fuck I'm saying? Right? We're definitely in different space right now. A different space, yeah. Time. And we have.
Tonya, did you find anything?
Not yet. Still looking. So, are we,
What?
Are we supposed to be looking for something paranormal? I think I'd prefer teaming up with you than looking around on my own.
This looks like somebody's notebook. Shall we read it together?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look scary or anything. So I guess it should be fun. Alright, let's read it together.
You once told me that I would end up someday, even now I still don't. I don't believe in so it's supposed to abandon their homeland because of change in power. She never conceived the feeling of us what I am to know. Every inch of this land is a memory of my childhood. If I close my eyes, I can still hear everything. I've seen everyone's strong echo everywhere. I will not forget those who were away, and I miss you very much more. Every time I see missing the grass with the rain, and the heavy wet country, and the first ray of sunlight that would shine to the morning heat. It's alright now. If I narrow my eyes just a little, the lights seen a character is sweet just like the one in our atmosphere. I know the life is going forever. I can miss all I know, but I also feel that what I have here is my soul and what I lost. Sad, then when the proper and the very fresh would be all this way to stream, and the quiet dance cigars, you a tough one, but they all mine. I won't do any of this again, never, absolutely. Okay, this sounds nice for you. So this is very serious talking about it. I don't know the organization, so I can't hear you this name, but I was the name prevented in this time. This should be honest, someone with that for the next story of the original people. That's what our reason is. Even now, I still understand how why the grace is power always seem this way. They clearly have the way to be great happiness. Some things he has own difficulties, and something possible to cover someone's own already on the net. Well, where is Bob? She's talking over the stuff. Never mind, I won't just actually look for anything. I suppose you will all hear about the name. Never mind, I'll leave it for now.
Huh. This has to be Vodianitsa's writing, surely.
Maybe it's a little rude for us to peek at this.
I feel like I just read someone's secret diary by accident.
Then the accent should be fine.
Sounds like she's writing this for her parents, right? I don't understand. Why put this stuff in a notebook instead of mailing it in a letter?
Because that's it.
Because her water imp parents belonged to the aristocracy, who were driven out of Snezhnaya by the Tsaritsa long ago. And now they live somewhere new, where the postman can't get to.
Wait, what? I mean, we do know that some of the noble families then suppose there is 70 came in power. I can explain.
We're sorry. It's fine. My fault for not storing it properly. I can't leave things lying around and expect them to get ignored when everyone's scouring the place for clues. Alright, give me my notebook back. I'll take over the investigation in this room.
Okay. Okay, have a nice day. We'll hear that. That is not. I love so. No. Where is this? Okay, not. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I'm blind. Good.
Ah, Traveler.
What
Since you're here, come take a look at this.
Alosha found it. We're both curious to hear your perspective. It appears to be an investigation report. And the focus of the investigation was the rumors of haunting we heard about earlier.
This commission is clearly not as simple as previous case. There are only four studies. It's a way to be considered to something far more mysterious. Our experience is a identification of ancient God, apart from beyond this world. The possibility of however, we are upcoming a previous evaluation of the angels. Or 30 cent, yeah, 30 cent, keep percent, and I will do that. From now on, we should be take this as a lesson. Simple surface, just not like what we want to collab and save the same level of existence of nature. Realize himself possesses a powerful ability to revive a guide soul. In most cases, once the soul body or soul is healed and separated, the soul is drawn to you directly into ley lines and leaving no room for pain as itself. However, the evidence shows the connection between the created area and the ley line has been observed. So only particular observations were still this indicate that it doesn't go and we return to ley line opportunity. If their resistance is too strong enough, they may even be high. Isn't what they tell you that, like in the Archon quest, since we have the soul with the creator is our incredible of the physical work. Only just single can they provide can you absorb it human, otherwise you can suffer harm with it. Maybe that was it. It's a ley line. So wait. According to him, the ley line is this a ley line base here? I mean no, ley line should be pretty good in this, right? It's not that time. It's a ley line discussion is going on. But for me the reason is not ley line. Why ley line have to observe yeah, why is it down here? The two years of this area. After considering multiple sources, the most reliable appears to be the section of an angel. Citation, the primary investigative commissioner. So let me tell you, many years ago, there was citation.
An investigation report, huh?
Yeah.
Looks quite old. This person's name looks to be of Sumeru origin to me.
I know who that
Was
is.
the investigator from Sumeru?
Zandik.
The theater manager must have hired an investigator once specifically to look into this issue. but it doesn't look like anyone ever looked at the report.
Presumably, the manager wanted to know if the supposed haunting was dangerous, while also being fearful of word getting out in case it affected the theater's business. Anyway, the bottom line is, the haunting is actually real after all. It's caused by an obstruction in the ley lines. Is there any chance this is the key to finally making some progress with the murder cases?
Ley line problems are pretty unexceptional to me by this point. And while it certainly offers an explanation for the ghosts, it's hard to imagine what connection it could have to these two murder cases.
I think feel like it's the Torah who was researching
Some of the language that appears at the very end of the report caught my eye. Angel civilization? Ley line renovation?
Wait. It's funny how North most, like, even very few people know about the Angel civilization. Like,
my area of research doesn't touch on any of that, so it's completely outside of my wheelhouse. Huh? A piece of paper just fell out from the report. It landed right by your feet.
Let's see. I don't know about this, right? That is near. I just get used. It's pretty ominous, no matter how you
How unnerving. It was tucked inside the report, so it must be a note left by the author. Death is near.
Oh, no.
Is that supposed to be what's going on here? With us in the theater? But if so, how did the author foresee it?
Yeah, man,
could he predict the future somehow?
No,
maybe things are more complicated than we thought.
No, wait a second. If we take the report and the note at face value, they completely contradict one another. The report definitively concludes that the hauntings in the theater are harmless and cannot affect the real world. But the note seems to be warning of potential danger. The question is, what exactly does the note mean by death? The various ways we could interpret this keyword lead in completely different directions. Let's pause our analysis here for now. I think we need more information.
It's a pretty good thing if they don't sure Nova and the shock. I feel like she's in this quest. Maybe we don't. But there's a hint.
If we take all this together, it's not impossible, is it? If anything, it's the natural conclusion.
Oh, I beg to differ. This sounds to me like a product of a researcher's vivid imagination. And perhaps it's because I'm still viewing this through the lens of a typical murder investigation. But still, I'm struggling to be persuaded by your theory.
Does it really sound that far-fetched? All right, well, let's treat that as speculation for now. I do agree with what you've said, so let's go with your idea for now.
Good. Okay, now that we finally have some meaningful leads, I think it's time to reconvene. Let's get the others.
So this place is haunted, there's a and disturbance going on around, so yeah, fine.
So, that's about everything we've discovered so far. I'll share my theory first. Based on what we've learned from the logbook, I believe the extra person among us is most likely the killer. If the killer had simply bought a ticket, it would have greatly increased the risk of their identity being exposed. I expect he or she either hid in the theater ahead of time, or found a way to slip past the ticket inspection.
If you were in it,
they then blended in with the group and waited for an opportunity to strike.
What about the note found in the investigation report? Any thoughts on how that fits in?
The killer may have simply planted it there as some sort of sick joke. I've seen my fair share of psychopathic killers. They love playing cryptic mind games.
So, it has nothing to do with the haunting of the theater after all.
This theory makes sense to me. If we have an audience member unaccounted for, chances are they didn't come here to watch the show.
Could it really be that simple?
So, in other words, all we have to do is find out who got in here without a ticket, and all our problems will be solved? Then let me make one thing clear. All the theater staff should be well aware that I came here for the rehearsal legitimately, yes? There's no way I'm the one who didn't have a ticket.
It's true. I hear you used every trick in the book to get a hold of that ticket, too. Everything short of throwing a temper tantrum and rolling around on the floor at the entrance.
I most certainly did not degrade myself in such a way.
Probably a stupid question, but I might as well ask. Did anyone here get in without having their ticket checked? Guess it was naive of me to expect them to just admit to it.
Especially after the unprompted Lelek reveal. Once was already a miracle. Twice would be unfathomable.
Yeah. Who is there? Bro, I have still suspicion of her. These two, yeah. This can be a favorite character as well. Be the 40% it confirms the action. Okay, let's do it.
I got my ticket from Child. It was all above.
Okay, then we're done.
Tonya received her ticket the same way I did. I assume Child got both of them together. I don't believe any of us here knew Shram before all this. If no one can verify Shram's identity...
Yeah.
Mr. Shram, did you really go through the ticket inspection to get in here?
Huh? Me? Why am I being singled out, my friend? Do I seem that suspicious?
It's not that you stand out as suspicious, more that everyone else has been ruled out as trustworthy.
Okay. Well, we spent the best part of 2 days together now, so I'm sure you can all tell what kind of person I am. I'm a true gentleman. I never dream of doing something like sneaking to the theater without a ticket.
Well,
yeah, I have no doubt that you're a good person. But the problem is, none of us here actually know you, so no one can say for sure that you are who you claim to be. Although, actually, what was it you said last night? Yeah, you're friends with that water imp, which is why you understand our primary mode of expression. Last time I checked, there were barely any of us remaining in Snezhnaya, since most of the water imps left. Could you tell me a little bit more about your friend? There's a good chance I actually know her. And I suppose it's also kind of a way for everyone else to get to know you a little better.
Good grief. Are you blushing? Pull yourself together, man. Stop giggling like a teenage boy. It's revolting.
Hey, revolting is a little strong. All right, fine. I'll admit it. That water imp friend of mine, the truth is, we're dating. That was just the bodyguard hired by our family. But the stars must have aligned, because sparks began to fly between me and their daughter. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd get so lucky.
We don't need details. Just get to the point.
Okay. I'm just a little hesitant to reveal her name, that's all. You know how it is. These are delicate times, even with me to protect her. If word gets out that she's dating a human, both the Fae and human factions will give her a hard time.
Really? Wait, no. That can't be.
Huh? Shram, what the devil are you talking about?
Why is everyone looking at me like that? Surely you can understand where I'm coming from.
Delicate times? Factions?
Wait, time.
Yes. You know, the Civil War. Last time I checked, the Fae and the humans were still at each other's throats.
Fuck, he's not from this timeline.
If I'm not mistaken, the last significant civil war in Snezhnaya in history was over 400 years ago, when Her Majesty the Tsaritsa had just taken the throne.
What do you mean, 400 years ago?
The past.
What's going on here? Is Shram from the past?
All right, Mr. Mitya, you win this round. As far-fetched as it is, it appears that your theory may be correct.
I'm just as amazed as you are. I didn't even believe it myself, to be honest.
Is someone going to explain what's going on here?
From the look on your face, you figured it out too, haven't you, Traveler?
Yeah. Later is coming. According to the theater, the log, they seem to be a person.
That seems to be the...
I left later where I to her friend, but never the same.
Vodianitsa's private... No. The truth The theater's ley lines. Mr. Shram's statement proves he is from and according to the investigation report on the theater hauntings.
Yeah.
Mr.
He's a love story here. You die. See, this is depressing. A soul variant later.
For some unknown reason, yeah. That must be the immediate reason.
Oh, bro, that is this case someone died long ago.
The contents of the death is near.
He's dead. Sir, I'm sorry.
The logic is clear now. The investigation report said that there would be souls stuck wandering around the theater because the ley lines were cut off.
But why in theater? Why here? And how?
Mr. Shram must be one such soul who died in the theater a long time ago. In which case, that also makes him our extra person.
Yeah.
So when the note said death is near, it must have been referring to death as in the deceased, people who died a long time ago.
Someone who died a long time ago.
In short, there's a dead person among us. The extra person we've been searching for is a ghost from the past.
You mean I'm a ghost? No. Don't make jokes like that, my man. There must be some mistake.
Oh my god. Imagine finding this out. Where did you mean? I'm dead?
But even if I was dead, I know for a fact I didn't kill anyone these past 2 nights.
Yeah. Even if all that's true, the report also said the souls inside the theater can't affect reality, right? They're harmless.
Then what if the problem isn't the souls at all, but the ley lines themselves?
But the connection is not pretty good here. My guess is because of the abyss. We know in Ackland, because of the abyss, the ley line got destroyed. Maybe something happened here similar.
The ley lines have a powerful ability to attract and devour souls.
Yeah.
Let's say that the ley lines are like a black hole, constantly seeking to engulf souls. But the souls that don't want to return are trying to avoid being sucked in.
Huh. Why does this analogy sound so familiar?
What happens when the black hole can't achieve its goal? I'm only speculating here, but what if it ended up swallowing innocent souls by mistake? Or intentionally taking other souls to compensate?
That could explain why we weren't able to determine a cause of death. If you're right, and their souls were devoured by the ley lines, it does make some sense.
But then what was it? We were in ley lines? So this one, like, I see this is what that people see.
It does seem to explain a lot of the things we couldn't make sense of. Does that mean it's true?
Except there's no concrete evidence. Mitya is relying on a lot of logical leaps. Still, it seems like the best explanation we have under the circumstances.
All right, so how could Shram not know that he's dead? Seems a little unlikely that he hasn't noticed anything unusual even after several days interacting with us.
On the contrary, it's perfectly normal for a soul to wander the theater for centuries without questioning their existence or reason for being there. It's simply what's natural for them.
Yeah. Please remember.
You know what, Mr. Brainiac? I think you might actually be right after all. I'm trying to remember and... even though my head feels like it's going to explode, I think... it's all coming back to me.
He's dead, isn't he?
I was the one who didn't want to remember my own death, so I forced myself to forget.
Well, I'm sure those are painful memories.
I feel bad for him, bro. Yeah, imagine finding your wife. You have, what is family like?
My lady and I snuck out to go on a date one day. We bought tickets for the theater. It wasn't really my thing, but I was just happy to be together. All of a sudden, a group of people burst into the theater, shouting for all the water imps to get out. Performers and audience members included. It was clear the conflict between humans and Fae had reached a boiling point. This time, the extremists were even coming after the water imps who had nothing to do with the war.
I'm angry right now.
I thought I could pull one over on them. So I took off my jacket, draped it over my lady, and tried to sneak out amid the chaos. But I got caught. They started shouting, calling me a traitor to humanity.
Oh, come on,
But I was going to do whatever it took to buy our chance to escape. No matter how many people stood in my way. I had to. Both as their bodyguard. And out of love.
It's all right, friend. You can stop there if you want. You don't need to dig all that up again.
It's just... even now, I'm still struggling to accept the truth.
Bad, bro.
How could I be dead? I'm sorry, everyone. If I'd known I was a dead man walking, I wouldn't have dragged you down with me. If I'm the cause of all this death, then punish me however you see fit.
Oh, you're second in the bro.
Mr. Shroom?
No.
Yeah.
I refuse to be a burden. I know what I have to do. You said I've been wandering the theater for centuries, right? I guess it's high time I got a breath of fresh air. Out there, I mean. I'll leave this place and take all this death with me. Go out on my own terms.
Okay, this is depressing though. So,
Mr. Shram, I'm sure we can figure out a different course of action.
My good sir, we both know I'm not supposed to be here. I should have accepted my death long ago. One way or another, this has to end. Unless you're saying this goes against another one of your military principles somehow.
No, I'm speaking on a personal level this time.
Let it go, man. Oh, wait. One last thing. Miss Wateramp. My lover. Her name was Litia. Litia Ozarova. Do you know what happened to her?
That's because he's the father.
Ozarova.
Wait, what?
Oh, Auntie Ozarova. That's what we all called her. I remember her as a very kind elder. She had a bunch of kids, too.
I'm so glad she survived. And she had lots of kids? Good. That's good. I could hardly expect her to stay single just because of what happened to me, right? As long as she went on to be happy, that's all that matters. Besides, I'm dead. My soul's been wandering around here for so long because I was worried about her. But now, I can go without regret. There's no need to see me off, my friends. I've enjoyed our time together over these past few days. Perhaps we'll meet again in the next life.
Civil war and everything there. Like we know about the As I come to power there, and the snowstorm is going to get okay, isn't it?
Take care, my man.
Oh, come on, dude, you're my
I knew Mr. Shram was already dead, but I still feel so sad.
Death is cruel, no matter how we might try to make sense of it.
So, was the conflict between Fae and humans really that bad back then? I was only little, so I don't remember much. It's terrible to think that so many innocent people had their lives turned upside down. Even the historical records about that time period don't say much about it. All people know is that the Tsaritsa founded the Fatui, drove out most of the Fae aristocracy without explanation, then used her terrifying power to suppress the humans.
It seems to me like the Tsaritsa chose to make herself the enemy. She downplayed the conflict, directing whatever animosity both sides had for each other at herself instead.
This is what she's playing. I'm going to a villain.
That's also why, despite how brutal the conflict was at the time, there hasn't been much lingering tension between humans and Fae since. Things have been fairly harmonious for the past few centuries.
So, the Tsaritsa banished the Fae to protect the Fae living in the city? She offered herself up to be hated in exchange for peace.
This line was start talk about Zoe. Like she's too kind, too tender in fact. Like we taking about time seriously.
Maybe it's not quite as bad as it sounds.
Yeah.
I don't think Her Majesty is too concerned if mortals hate her or not. And
Yeah.
besides, there are very few who truly do.
All this time, I had no idea.
All right. If Mitia's theory is correct, then I think we can consider this matter settled. Let's all take a break.
Yeah. The snowstorm is stopped, isn't it?
Ugh, if only this blasted storm wasn't still raging on.
Why? What is going on? It's really and I have a feeling not. Something's going to happen.
Looks like now we can just rest until the snowstorm stops. I still can't believe Shram turned out to be a ghost who'd been in the theater for hundreds of years. To think he was dead this whole time. What a strange turn of events.
Knock, knock.
Huh?
Knock, knock.
You know the door isn't closed, right? You don't have to knock.
Think of it as a signal then. When I'm entering someone else's room and I knock, I'm here as Odette. If I don't knock, it's Lelik. Thanks.
So, why did you come to find me? Is there something I can help with?
Vodyanitsa said you knew about my secret identity from the start, but when everyone was discussing who Lelik could be, you were worried that revealing what you knew would be unfair to me, so you kept it to yourself, right? Yes. I'm extremely grateful for that.
It's nothing. I mean, you didn't hold what happened with Signora against me, so I should thank you for that.
Actually, there's something else as well. I found myself in a situation similar to the one you were in when you helped conceal my identity, so I thought I'd come and ask you for advice. It's about Mitya. Before all of this, the last time I saw him, he was dead.
What?
As I'm sure you know, my goal as Lelik was to stop Project Stuja. Well, when I found out the tech lead for the experiment behind Project Stuja was Mitya, I immediately started planning to track him down and threaten him to back out. I often saw him around the theater, but I soon concluded that making my move there would risk exposing my identity, so I decided to infiltrate the Armory Palace and go directly to his lab. That way, the threat would be much more effective.
That must be basically the most confidential place in Snezhnaya. Imagine today. You really have to.
Well, I suppose there was a bit of luck involved. But I am a Fatus, so I already had some familiarity with the building's layout. But when I finally made it to his lab, Mitya seemed to be dead. I checked his breathing and his pulse. He had no vital signs whatsoever. I'm certain of that. I thought maybe another anti-Project Stuja activist had beaten me to it and chosen a much more brutal method. So I made myself scarce.
That's why you were so on guard around Mitya that first night here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking there is something wrong.
Yes. When I saw him sitting in the audience during the performance, I could barely contain the shock. To me, it was a miracle. Somehow, he'd come back from the dead. But then, the murders started happening and things got so complicated that it wasn't really at the front of my mind. That is, until Mitya himself said there must be a dead person among us. Then I couldn't ignore it any longer.
And yet, you thought that bringing it up right away would single Mitya out. Just like when everyone was suspecting Lelik.
Yeah. Exactly. I thought there could be something I was missing. Besides, we soon figured out that Mr. Schramm was a ghost. And we knew there was only one extra person. So we thought he had to be the one.
But now, it seems like there's another candidate. I understand why you kept it to yourself. There was so much information being thrown around during that discussion. Bringing up Mitya would have just introduced more confusion.
So, what do you think we should do?
Let me confirm one thing first. When was it that you found Mitya dead?
Around a week ago. Sometime in the afternoon.
He's always dead.
A week ago? That's earlier than I thought. I saw him just a few days ago at a restaurant. That definitely would have been after you found him dead. He seemed completely normal to me, chatting with Vodyanitsa, trying to avoid Valeri.
Is he already dead? No.
So he was definitely alive on that day. Well, all I can say is I know what I saw.
Here's a thought. The reason we even suspected a dead person could be among us was because of the problem with the theater's ley lines. But Mitya's death happened inside the Armory Palace. The ley lines affecting the theater shouldn't reach that far.
You're right. I guess he doesn't fit the profile of the person we were searching for.
Yeah.
I think the chances of it being him are very low. Surely he can't have died for real in the Armory Palace. Unless
what?
Unless he really did come back from the dead.
But how? We know that he was talking with her granddaughter. What are they doing?
You're right. Do you think we need to disclose this to the others?
Huh, what's this? A private meet and greet?
What's that, So,
where do I line up?
Yeah.
That's not what's going on here.
Well, I was just making the rounds. Thought I'd try to lighten the mood a bit. Vodyanitsa's handing out food if you're hungry.
He has, Not Alan. I know he knows. Maybe. I have seen it. We know Rhino is also here, like
What is going on with this storm? Could it be connected to that monster that just arrived in Snezhnaya?
What if I'm my own? What if Rano is not working against Zarisa, but working with Zarisa? Could be that.
I almost hope it is. Her Majesty the Tsaritsa left to vanquish that beast herself. We just need to wait for her triumphant return.
Do you think people still feel the cold after they die? I'm wondering about Shram. Oh, maybe we should have given him a coat before he went out there.
Death itself is cold, isn't it? I'm sure the storm will embrace him.
Well, I hope he has a safe journey. I'm going to miss him, I think. It's not like we can blame him for Rampana and Kulish's death. Thinking back on it, we barely made it out alive ourselves. Once we get out of here, how are we going to explain what happened to their families?
Well, later, it's pretty common if you think about it. I mean, all things happen. You get to say that. Dude, she's on a bunch of that.
Are you okay? Here, take this. I've never used it.
I guess that's what they ever had.
Look who's Mr. Nice Guy all of a sudden. Is it because Tonya stood up for you this morning? At least you know how to return a favor.
Yeah, without Tonya, who knows how badly he would have been hurt.
I told you already, I never intended to resort to violence.
Bunch of rascals. Little girl? I was rather surprised when you spoke up for me this morning. I didn't think I had many admirers here, so, thank you.
Oh, no need to thank me. I said some bad stuff about you, too.
I've been too embarrassed to admit it, but you remind me a lot of my daughter. So kind to everyone, but never lets her old man off the hook. Unless my wife and I are having a fight, then she's always on my side, especially when she was little. Every time I took her out... All right, easy now.
Is it not a fine?
How long have you had that cough, Tonya?
I don't know. It's probably been a while. I'm fine.
What is
Are you taking anything for it?
Yeah. I'll be fine once I see my brother. He's gonna pick some frost fairy flower leaves and brew a tonic for me. I'll feel much better once I drink that.
I see. That's good to hear, then.
We should probably discuss arrangements for tonight. Now that the deceased has left our midst, there shouldn't be any more incidents. Yeah. However, out of an abundance of caution, I'll keep watch.
Shouldn't we take shifts? I can take one if needed.
No need. I managed to get a nap in earlier, so I have plenty of energy right now. After all the tension of the past few days, everyone else should just focus on getting a good night's sleep.
Okay.
What a long day. This whole situation turned out to be way more complicated than I expected. But Valeri's right. I should just try to calm down and get some rest. The last thing I want is to give myself nightmares.
You fucking kidding me? Yeah, fuck that.
He's awake. He's awake! Get over here, you big lug, and take a look.
If you must call me something, call me Mr. Door. The Black Mist is coming. You need to go.
Are you all right? Can you walk? We just got attacked by monsters on our way up. That Mr. Door fellow protected us. He just seemed to come out of nowhere. Not much of a talker, but when it comes to taking down monsters, that man doesn't hold back.
Okay, now I'm saying, we have seen past memory of people here and they are representing all them. Like we think them, we feel like we are them. I don't know what I'm saying, but this is not good. Like we're in ley line. This is ley line.
Curses! The Black Mist is catching up to us. We need to keep going. Mr. Door, I don't believe I've ever seen you around here before. Why is that?
There's no need to try to get to know me. I'm just Mr. Door. I have to find the door that belongs to me.
Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, well, anyway, we're lucky to have you here. Thanks for saving us earlier.
So I guess that means that the money
No
is
need to thank me. This is where my duty lies.
Tomika lagu